Welcome to the Nikki Rich Show. I'm your host, Miss Nikki Rich, and today we have an exciting show for you guys. We have officially started our 2024 virtual book tour, and we have our first feature author. We're excited. We have MilliChun. Everybody know her as MilliChun. Millicent Steiglin in the house. She
Hey,
is an author, serial content creator, mother, TV personality, and she is a part of the AKA sorority. So, with no further ado, welcome.
thank you, Nikki, for having me. Hello, how are you?
I'm so excited to have you. You inspire us all, on social media and in
Yeah,
your life, and we had to get you on.
I'm so glad to be here. So happy to
Yes,
be here.
yes. First off, tell us originally where you from.
I am originally from Grenada, Mississippi. It's a small town about 108 miles north of Jackson, Mississippi.
So you're a Southern Belle like me.
I am. I am.
So you really involved with the ladies on Belle Collective.
I, I really resonate with those ladies.
Mhm.
I really love that show because I feel like I know every one of those women and the people that I actually know. So it's really a good show. I love that show.
Yes. Now let's get into you because it's all about
Okay,
you today. Can
okay,
you
let's
tell us
go.
about your journey that led you to become an author and what inspired you, to write your first story, your first book?
Well, actually, I have my first book is at home in my nightstand. I started writing in 2011 or 2012. 2012. I was going through a divorce, and that's all. That was the that was my outlet.
Hmm.
So I wrote a novel. I wrote a book. It's like pages.
Look, you had that inspiration.
Yeah. I mean that was like I said, it was like 2012, 2013. Fast forward 2022.
Mhm.
I was at work and I was like, I want to be an author. Like that is a goal. I had a goal to become an author, and I wanted to do it on my own. And I was like, let me just get it done. And I had written my book, and one of my friends that lives in DC, she had published a children's book, and because I didn't know, I was looking for publishers. I didn't know anything about it, so I came. She told me about Priceless Publishing, and they have been fantastic. And so I just wrote it because it was so much going on, and I wanted to write about love, and I wanted to, just I wanted to uplift the woman. I wanted to put
Mhm.
her in a position where she has work, she's smart, she has friends, she has love in her life. She can make her own choices. So those were things that were very important to me. And for my journey in this book, I have brought along a lot of myself, and there are little places where I have people who I love in my life in it. And when I read it, it makes me happy because I know where they are and things like that. So I'm really happy with it. I wrote my first two, and my final Rose series book will be out sometime, maybe in the next week. So I'm really happy about that. I'm unstressed, but I'm so happy. It's a
Now, with
lot.
this series, how did you come about with the concept, with the rose concept? What did that mean to you?
I love roses. And the thing is, my daughter, Lillian, when she was, I don't know, maybe 4, her name, she changed her whole middle name. And she said, call me Lillian Rose. And it was so pretty. And we called her that for like a year because that's what she answered to. That's not her middle name. So when I got ready to think about it, my friend, her daughter is named Carrington. And I just absolutely love that name. And I didn't want to use a C, I wanted to use a K. And I was like, what can her last name be? And I was like, Rose, because Lillian loved that. So my daughter was a moving part of that spirit. So that's where the Rose series had come from. And the titles of my books, Rose in the Wind, I was going through something. And it was like I couldn't get myself together, girl. I was in a whirlwind. So that's how that title came to be. It was a lot going on. Rose with No Thorns, that came because in that particular book, this is it. This is Rose with No Thorns. So
Mhm.
this came by, well, I'll say this. When I did Rose in the Wind, this was supposed to be the only book. This was it. I just wanted to become an author. I wanted to write something good and put it out. So my publisher was like, well, you know, you have to write at least 3 more books or you need to make a trilogy. I was like, I'll make a trilogy. I don't know if I can just write 3 or 4 more books. She was like, well, you're going to have to figure something out.
Mhm.
So I was, I thought about Rose with No Thorns. It was the second book. And I said I wanted to bring people together. You know, it's written about an HBCU. You know how when you go to college, you're supposed to meet your husband, get,
Mhm.
graduate, go on and get married. But then there are things that happen. And with the people, the women and the men that I know, I just took all of those things that did or could have happened and I wrote a story about it.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's pretty amazing.
it
And
is.
now
It
you
is.
coming up with the perfect petal.
Oh, you got oh, Nikki. You, it is it makes me blush because when I read it back, I was like, this might be too much. But it's so good. It's so good. But my first book, I told my mother not to read chapter 5.
What?
Yeah, I said you can read 4 through 5. So my daughter turns 18 December, so she can read the books when she turns 18. Um, but this is a good one. It is definitely going to make you blush. And I feel like I wrote it for everybody because my support system, my Millie crew, I wrote it for them because I want them to get in bed with their significant other and I want them to read because they're going to have moments. They're going to be moments. I'm going to make you spin the block in the perfect fiddle. So I'm
See,
excited. I
see,
can't
you
wait
need
to
to
hear.
get with Tyler Perry on the perfect petal. I mean, that would be perfect.
It would.
Because
It
it sounds
would.
like
It
it's
would, girl. I'm telling you, it's well written, but sometimes Tyler doesn't, if he will allow me, then I'll be happy to work with him.
yeah, because I heard he got some new writers. So
Oh, good.
yeah, so you know that's what I heard. I don't know,
Okay.
but hopefully you can get with him and have some magic going on. You never
I
know.
know. No, I
Now,
know.
I know you mentioned Carrington, and we don't want to give nothing away, but could you share a little insight on Carrington and Dominique's story, or is that too much? Or
Um,
just a little bit about them,
I
you
will
know?
say this for people who have read the book that know the book, people who haven't read it. Carrington is she's a lawyer,
Hmm.
and Dominic is like the DA for his city. I didn't want to write this book in Chicago, California, New York, Florida. I did not want to do it. So I wrote it from a place in West Virginia, Fairmont, West Virginia, and she is from Morgantown, West Virginia, and they're like 19 miles apart.
Hmm.
Uh, but Carrington had a whole life before Dominic entered into her life. She had an entire life. So I will say this, more than being a formidable lawyer and being taken so serious, love is the next thing on the docket for her. And
Okay.
she is serious about that because Dominic opened her mind to a lot of different things she did not even know that she needed.
Now, how do you balance out, writing about these strong, ambitious, characters like Carrington with developing, I would say, a romantic, emotional side?
Yeah.
How do you balance that out?
Well, I think that's I think that's my fiction,
Mm-hmm.
and I see, like, where I feel like I may not be the strongest is where I made Carrington the strongest.
Okay.
And it was really easy for me to write that. Um, it was emotional. They were very
Mm-hmm.
Rosemary Thorn's very emotional book for me, but I think it just balances out because in a perfect world, that's what I wrote. In a perfect world, there's still problems,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the understanding from Dominic, it's the patience from Dominic, it's his ability to listen, it's her ability to speak up for herself, know what she's not going to deal with anymore, you
Mm-hmm.
know, put her foot down. So um, it was just like, I think a lot. Sometimes I think that women can get in situations where they can't just speak out. So Carrington speaks out for all of us. You know, sometimes we don't know what to say. We don't know when to say it. We don't know how to say it. She knows
Mm-hmm.
all of that. She knows all of that.
And speaking of, the perfect petal, tell us about the process of putting everything together. I know on the IG Live you had mentioned that your followers had a hand in the book cover,
Yeah,
helping.
yeah, they chose all the covers of the books. They chose all the covers because I was just gonna let them all be black. It was like,
Hmm.
no, you need color. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay. So they chose all the covers of the book. This last book, they chose beautiful covers. They did great. Um, like I said, like I said on IG, I do understand that without them, I would not be talking to you right now. So I try to. They're like my second family,
Hmm.
right? It's like if I go too long without a live, I feel bad. So I check in with them. I run ideas by them, and sometimes I have readings. So they're very they're very integral part of what I do, and
Hmm.
just putting everything together. I, I mean, it was the titles are amazing. The titles have reason. Even like with Rose with No Thorns, there are absolutely no thorns on this rose. And when you read it, you'll understand because all roses have thorns,
Hmm.
but there's something wrong if something doesn't. If one of them doesn't. So it's just it works in my crazy head. It really does work.
It's not crazy. It's creative head.
It, it is. It is.
You over there creating.
I am.
And not only that, you're also a TV personality on reality shows, Queening in the City. How has being a part of that show shaped you to where you are right now in being a content creator?
Um, I will say this. When I was approached with it, I was very excited about it. I was waiting for it to happen. And when it happened, when we got to Austin, and that was the first time I had met two of the ladies. I had met one previously, like for like an hour. And I realized that it is good to have a change.
Mm-hmm.
And those ladies were like so different. We are all so different. And Courtney is very like around the way girl. She is just my around the way girl. Estet Noir is just calming. She's like she's zen. Like, you know what I mean? Her voice is so zen. And Queen Sheba is just forward thinking, right? Uh, and they are so smart and they're beautiful. And it was like, I needed that. They
Hmm.
were literally a breath of fresh air. And it was something different because you know how you get in your day to day and you're having these same conversations? It was different conversations. I saw a different point of view from all these women. So it was just a really big eye opener for me. I said that in my confessional. It was a really big eye opener for me.
And I love that, because it takes to get with other people and, like you said, a whole fresh new crew.
Yes, you do
It
need
just
some new friends. Not no new friends. You do need some new. Yeah, I think that's good for everybody. I think
it
everybody
is,
should
it
be
is
open to that. Yeah.
a whole new crew. But I think it's pretty amazing. What was that experience like? Just having the cameras on you at all times.
It was different. It was different. I know when we were doing our outing, we had cameras right in front of us while we were walking, and but it was natural. We
Hmm.
didn't have a lot of do-overs. We just talked. We just had a conversation. Everybody, we didn't know what we were talking about. Queen Sheba gave us the topic, and we just went with it.
It was
Um,
real.
yeah, three of us were creators. Estet is not a creator, but she is an amazing person. So it was just really easy to get everything done. It was just really good. And it was like, it just flowed. And that
Hmm.
day of filming, it really wasn't that bad. Like, we were in a restaurant, we were just having a conversation because it was Black Girls Day off. So we were just having a conversation. It was good.
Okay. And now, being a mother and, pursuing all the passions that you're doing,
Yeah.
how do you take out the time, to balance family life, what you like to do, and what you have to do? How do you balance all of that? Because it can
I'm
be a lot.
It is a lot, and I'm still trying to figure that out. I literally am still trying to figure it out. I do what I have to do, right?
Mhm.
So once I've done what I have to do, then I think about what I need to do, and then that gets pushed back to the burner, and then I do what I do what no what I want to do. That get pushed back, then I do what I need to do. Um, but here lately, I've been just calming down. I can't do it right now. I mean, but it's like, even yesterday I made a post, and in the beginning of the post I was like, y'all, I'm so tired, but I had to get you something. Like, I feel like, you
I think
know,
it's reset mode right now. It's like everybody wants you to go hard, go, 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 go
yeah,
all the time. You have to slow down. And
yes,
sometimes we have to be still and think and prepare,
yes,
and get ready for what's next. Because, even just for me, just following you, I just see so much that is about to go boom, because even you about to release. It's just about to hit. And so you
yeah,
have to put yourself in that zone and get ready. It's about to go down. Like you said, in a week or so, you gotta it's gotta be the calm before the
I'll
storm
be
because
back.
you
I'll
got
be back everywhere. Okay, y'all, buy the book. And you know what? And I don't know. It's just maybe by delivery, because I'll talk and I'll just be like, okay, y'all, buy this book. I don't bother y'all. Get this book. And then and they know I mean it from the bottom of my heart, and they support me, and it's amazing. But you just get it done. But
yes,
I'm gonna have to figure some things out. I gotta slow down a little bit, but it's difficult because this is exactly what I love to do. I was trying to figure out all this time up until this point. I was like, I know I have something. Everybody has something, but what is my thing? So when this came about, I think I did a TikTok dance with my niece and my daughter, and then I just saw all these different videos, and I was like, I want to review shows. And Funky Neva was somebody I always watched. I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
could do that. And I was like, but I'm gonna do it like me, you know. So it just came natural because I'm literally myself. So I just
Yeah.
talk. I talk like I talk as soon as this camera goes down. So yeah, so it's been wonderful, and I'm happy with it.
So what's next? We know the release. Do you have any other, collaborations or projects that you want to do outside of just writing?
I may have one that's coming up in February. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna mention it just
Say
yet.
that.
Just yet.
Yeah.
Just yet. I'm not gonna mention it just yet. But Queening in the City, we will be getting ready to record that again to get some more
Hmm.
episodes out. Um, we felt really good about it, and I don't know, with this book done, you know,
You
I
feel,
may take a day off. I may take a day
yeah.
off. I may just take one day off, but it's just a lot. So I don't know, and I'm just open to the opportunities because that's where I am right now. I know where I want to go, and I'm excited about it. I feel like I should be on television. I feel like I should be talking to people, and so that's the direction that I pray about.
Yes, it's gonna be so great. It's
I'm
gonna be bigger
excited.
than you imagine, and you just gotta be ready, when it hit,
I will
you know.
be. Yes.
But you know what I tell people all the time? You know how sometimes we have this thought, or I want to be here, like on TV and different things like that. But you are the TV. you know? You
Yes.
are. You know what I'm
MilliChun
saying?
TV. Yes.
you are
Yeah.
the TV. I know we want to get bigger, but you are the owner of your own.
Yeah.
They come to you. You own
Yeah.
your own. And that's exactly how I think, with me, we are our own bosses and we want a bigger audience, yes, and we want to connect. But just think, you the boss.
I am, and I absolutely and I do love that, and I have great people around me, great people that help me and work with me to make things kind of flow out. So
Mhm.
um, I'm appreciative. So, but I just want to go. I just
Reach further.
I will say this: I do appreciate my flow. It hasn't been just rocket. It has been a slow, steady pace, but it has been upward. It keeps going up. So I am
Yes.
happy with the way that it's moving. So I'm really happy where I am, and I am excited about what's to come.
It's going up. Now, where can they purchase and just learn more? They want to book you for appearances and just get to know you.
You can send emails to millichun08management at gmail.com. For my books, for my t-shirts, for Millie Crew merchandise, you can go to millichun.com. You can be a subscriber on my YouTube, MilliChun TV, and TikTok, MilliChun08, and Instagram, MilliChun. So that's where you can find me all over the place.
Everybody connect with MilliChun. Definitely purchase her books. She has multiple ones,
I do.
so you can go purchase today.
Yes, yes,
And definitely support. We all about supporting Black owned businesses and, Black authors out there because you rock. And I just thank you for just being our guest today and just
yes.
taking out. I know you have a busy schedule, and I just thank you for taking out your time to talk with us today.
I thank you for just accepting, sending me the invitation, Nikki. I really
Yes.
appreciate this. This is on another level for me, so I really
Mhm.
appreciate it. And I love everything that you are doing. I think you're so beautiful, and
Thank you.
I thank you for having me here tonight.
Yes, and we're gonna continue to support. We're gonna try to reach more people because I know a lot of people, but we have a lot of media and different things, and we want people to reach out to you,
Yeah.
and get you on their shows and everything. So definitely want, them to connect with you as well, so you can reach even more, like we said. But I thank you again,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't stop right here. We're going to continue promote.
We're gonna
And
continue. Yeah. I'm excited.
yes. Now show us the books before we go again.
Okay. This is Rose in the Wind. This is my first baby. This is my first one. And then you have Rose with No Thorns. Rose with No Thorns. And then coming out is The Perfect Petal. And that is the last book in the Rose series. Um, am I writing another one? Like I said, I have one in my nightstand. I may get it out, proofread it, and put it out. It was my first one, so I have to see what goes on. But yes, this is on the way.
Well,
So go to
since you got the
MilliChun
Rose
TV, go to
series,
MilliChun.com for
I
these books. I'm sorry, go ahead.
go once again, MilliChun.com.
Hmm. That's for my current books.
See, I love your concept. See, you gotta also for the next series, like the sunflower. I just like the flowers.
Yes, yes, I love roses. Love roses, and it all plays together.
It does.
So it all ties in together. And when you're reading it, um, these two, honestly, can be read in any order. If you read this one first, you will get a good idea where Carrington is from,
Mhm.
how her home life was, and everything. When she graduates, she goes to college and all this kind of stuff. But this one is the first book, and it has date night. It's good. The third one is not out yet, Rolanda. It is on the way. We got the Amazon information today. So yes. Rolanda is one of my day ones too.
Yes,
I absolutely
go
love
Rolanda.
her.
Shout out to Rolanda.
Yes.
Yes. And shout out
So
to everybody that's tuned in.
yes,
And
but I'll let y'all know. I will let y'all know. Don't even worry about it. But it's coming. It'll be here this
yeah.
month.
Well, thank you again. Much love to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank
on the
you.
road setup. And we look forward to having you back to give us an update on the road setup.
Yes. Yes. And you send me your address so I can get these off to you because I want you to have the
Yes.
love. Yeah, read and love always.
Yes. Look, and I can take it with me on the red carpet or something, because I be with
Yes.
everybody out here. I'll be like,
Yes.
what,
Yes.
y'all? I'll take it with me, honey. I don't play.
But yes, honey, we're gonna get it going.
Yes. Well, thank you again. Much love to you. I hope
Thank
you
you.
have a blessed and great night.
Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you,
All right.
everybody.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching the Nikki Rich Show.